Right.
But it was a divorce. So from the year 2016, which is 7 years ago now,
Yes.
y'all have been apart.
Yeah.
But in public, the couple, who married in 1997, denied the gossip about their marriage. This interview on Bravo's Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen was taped a year after Will and Jada separated.
So how long have you guys been together?
23 years.
Wow. That's amazing. How do you keep it hot?
How do I keep it hot? Maybe I don't know. I mean, I'm baffled, really.
Yeah, right.
This whole journey, as difficult as it's been, has just brought Will and I closer in such an authentic way. You know, instead of trying to be a thing, it's like just tearing all that down and finding what's true between us.
Wow. He's going in. He's, in his mind, he has to know how a gay man interacts with people, talking, mannerisms, getting ready for a love scene with another man. I'm like, why are you, in my mind, I'm like, why are you doing this? Like, why, you have a successful TV show. Why go to playing a gay man?
Y'all, the Will Smith family is on fire, and the most interesting part is that it's Jada Pinkett Smith who is turning up the heat on her husband. Jada has finally decided to expose her husband for who he really is, and for your information, she's not holding back. Over the years, words have been swirling around about Will Smith being on the DL, and Jada has just confirmed the allegations. The drama is intense, so sit back, relax, and get ready as we pour out the juicy details. It's no secret that rumors about Will Smith's sexuality have been swirling for years, with people questioning his sexuality since the early days of his career. One particular incident during the filming of 6 Degrees of Separation fueled the speculation, as he reportedly refused to perform a kissing scene with another man. In the 1993 movie, which was based on the true story of gay hustler David Hampton, Smith played the lead role, and the script called for him to kiss co-star Anthony Michael Hall, but he flatly refused. That was not all. The scene was also cut around that moment to appease him. According to Smith, the scene was very immature on his part.
Becomes 6 Degrees of Separation. And we can get into that a little bit. You know, Will plays a gay guy, but you got to look at how Will prepared for the movie. So he admits to watching a lot of gay porn.
However, this action of his set off a firestorm of rumors and gossip, with claims that the actor was uncomfortable with the scene because he's trying to conceal his sexuality. However, the actor never addressed the issue directly, leaving the truth to speculation. Meanwhile, in a 2020 interview, Will Smith contradicted his action of not fully immersing himself in his role in 6 Degrees of Separation. In the interview, he stated that he actually used method acting for the film, which involves the actor completely immersing themselves in the role, even off camera.
Method acting, right? So I did method acting.
This is in direct contrast to what he did when acting the role, which translates to not wanting to identify with the character. His change of story raises even more questions about his past and why he chose to take such a drastically different approach to acting in this particular film. Was he just trying to make a good impression, or was there more to it? Now, his wife, Jada Pinkett Smith, has come forward with a list of people the actor has been intimate with, and that has only added fuel to the fire. When it comes to Jada, she isn't free from allegations of being involved with other men while married to Will Smith. But according to her, she isn't the only one involved with other men. Will Smith has also been allegedly having affairs with other men, and he always shared the details with her. Jada reportedly kept the details of these encounters. One such is his encounter with Duane Martins, an American actor known for his roles across various sitcom shows. He shared the screen with Will in the 90s show Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. They went on to develop a close friendship after the show, which is a well-known bromance in the industry. But it's been long speculated that their relationship is much more than that.
Allegations that Will Smith was seen having sex with actor Duane Martin. Everyone's wondering how Will and Jada will respond.
We suing.
Guess they're suing.
So this guy that claims he was best friends and once worked for Will went on Tasha K's podcast and said that he walked in on Will and Dwayne years ago.
I opened the door to Dwayne's dressing room, and that's when I see
what he says was Dwayne having sex with Will.
Good Lord. If it's true or not true, you don't say it.
Jada has now confirmed it. According to her, Smith and Martins had taken many vacations together, including trips to Las Vegas, Miami, and on a private cruise to Trinidad, all without their wives. It's no wonder that Tisha Campbell, Dwayne's then wife, eventually divorced him after 20 years of marriage, citing irrevocable differences. It turned out she couldn't handle her husband being with someone else, and it was tough to see him hanging out with Smith. In an Instagram post further confirming the situation, Tisha pointed out that the truth always comes out in the end, no matter how many times someone lies. This prompted one of her fans to reply, "Thank you, even though they lie in the end." In response to this person, Tisha said, "And you're right, they will lie till the end. The real kiki is, people will stop believing them." To some, Tisha's capitalization of the word will in her tweet seemed like a thinly veiled dig at Will and Dwayne's alleged affair. Far beyond this, the Smiths are known for exhibiting eyebrow-raising behaviors, one of which is the parties they throw behind closed doors, often with young male artists in attendance. This has been confirmed by Jaguar Wright, who was well known in the industry for exposing uncomfortable truths about celebrities. Jaguar claimed that these gatherings involve bisexual activities and peculiar behaviors.
A bunch of guys from Philly or whatever the case may be, and Benny Medina hollers down the hall, "Well, I'm gonna come see you in a minute." So, so he comes up there in a few minutes and he pokes his lips out like he's gonna kiss Will, right? And I'm like, oh man, I gotta beat the shit out of this dude. Do we pack him out? Like, all right, well, I'll just wait because I'm, I don't know this culture, right? And Will kissed this guy on the lips.
In front of you.
In front of everybody. Nobody does nothing.
YouTuber Trisha Paytas has also publicly accused Will Smith of sexually exploiting her male dancers, alleging that he pressured them to do things they were uncomfortable with. Also, according to some insiders, they've witnessed young men leaving the Smith house in an agitated state, with their screams echoing through the night, leaving cracks for speculation that the couple are bisexual. When it comes to having affairs with young men, though, Jada's affairs with singer August Alsina, who was initially her son's friend and 21 years younger than her, have always been at the forefront. Jada and Alsina's secret relationship came into the limelight back in 2020, when the singer appeared on the show The Breakfast Club to talk about his new album at the time. There was no denying that the most shocking portion of the interview was Alsina revealing to host Angela Yee that he had been in a relationship with Pinkett Smith for years, after Will Smith allegedly gave him his blessing to continue it.
I actually sat down with Will and had a conversation due to the transformation from their marriage to life partnership that they've spoken on several times, and it, not involving romanticism. He gave me his blessing, and I totally gave myself to that relationship for years of my life.
It was in 2015 that Jaden Smith introduced Alsina to his family, which was followed by the singer even vacationing with the Smiths in Hawaii. According to Alsina, he became very close to the actress during that time and fell in love with her.
Jada sat down with Will to explain how she met August 4.5 years ago, but the friendship didn't turn into something more until she and Will were ready to call it quits.
You and I were going through a very difficult time.
Yeah.
And we decided...
I was done with your ass.
Yeah, you kicked me to the curb.
I was done with you.
Yeah.
Marriages have that, though. Marriages have that.
Yeah, we basically, we broke up.
And then what did you do, Jada?
Well, I think from there, as time went on, I got into a different kind of entanglement with August.
After Alsina's rather shocking revelation, as it was presumed that the Smiths were in a happy marriage when the singer dated the Gotham star, magazine house Page Six reached out to Pinkett Smith's representatives, who were quick to respond that the story was absolutely not true. This in turn prompted Alsina to defend his comments in an Instagram post. At the time, it seemed like the Bad Mom star would stick to her assertion that she never had anything to do with Alsina. But just days later, during an episode of her talk show, Red Table Talk, she and her husband Will Smith willingly addressed the speculations and confirmed that Jada was indeed in a relationship with Alsina. The couple further clarified that it happened while they were separated for some time in 2015, as they were trying to figure out how to be happy on their own. With this, there has been a lot of speculation about the Smiths' marriage, with some fans even suggesting that they have an open relationship or that they don't even live together. The open relationship speculation gained some ground when some years ago, tabloids tried to claim that Will suggested Jada could be with another man if she really felt she needed to. Then, in an interview with HuffPost, Jada claimed that he had always told Will that he could do whatever he wanted. Quoting her, she said, "I've always told Will, you can do whatever you want as long as you can look at yourself in the mirror and be okay. Because at the end of the day, Will is his own man. I'm here as his partner, but he is his own man. He has to decide who he wants to be, and that's not for me to do for him, or vice versa." Her not outright denying the open relationship was one thing, but these words also leave room for people to start interpreting them as a revelation of Will being gay, since he needed to decide who he wants to be.
Both bisexual, they do weird things in their house, and young men have left their house fucking screaming to get away from them in their mentorship. Meek Mills.
Others are even suggesting that there is something wrong with Will Smith and that he may have screwed loose or the couple wasn't living in reality. Before we go further, let's give this couple their cup. Given the fact that, despite many controversies, cheating rumors, and scandals, this couple has one of the longest-lasting marriages in show business, it seems their partnership suits them both well. While Jada enjoys her freedom by having relationships with both men and women, Will does as he pleases behind closed doors with his friends. So don't they deserve a cup for that? Now, when it comes to Will Smith's history of being gay, the whole speculation is further fueled by his alleged relationship with Quincy Jones. Quincy Jones, renowned for his extensive contributions to the music industry, has also faced allegations of sexual misconduct. While rumors have circulated for years, it was Tupac Shakur who brought these allegations into the spotlight. The relationship between Quincy Jones and Tupac Shakur was complex, to say the least. The two had built a close bond throughout Tupac's career, even to the extent that Tupac considered leaving Death Row Records to sign with Quincy's label. However, their friendship took a dark turn, as Tupac became increasingly vocal about his displeasure with Quincy. In a tell-all interview, Tupac openly spoke about Quincy Jones' inappropriate advances and claimed that Quincy had asked him about engaging in behind-the-scenes activities. Tupac also hinted at Quincy's involvement in enslaving people to fulfill his sinister urges. This bombshell revelation sent shockwaves throughout the industry. However, it is crucial to note that the interview mysteriously disappeared from the web, leaving people questioning its validity. The allegations against him, Quincy was known for exposing the alleged sexual orientations of other famous individuals, including James Baldwin, Richard Pryor, and Marvin Gaye. The revelation of Quincy's sexuality has led to speculation about his role as a gatekeeper for gay men in the industry and has raised questions regarding his true intentions. Allegations of sexual misconduct, Quincy Jones's name has been associated with secret societies and cults. Conspiracy theorist Professor Griff has claimed that Quincy has ties to various secret societies and has been involved in prostitution rings in Hollywood. These conspiracies allege that Quincy used his connections and influence to manipulate and control new artists entering the industry. Furthermore, reports suggest that Quincy coerced Tupac into participating in industry rituals and setups. In addition to the claim of his relationship with Quincy Jones, late actress Alexis Arquette also alleged that Will Smith's first wife, Cherie Zampino, divorced him after walking in on him with another man in 2016 in a now-deleted Facebook post. The actress also accused Will Smith of paying off her first wife by not revealing he was having gay relationships. While Jada and Smith remained silent about the accusations, Cherie Zampino defended her ex-husband, calling the accusations spiteful and reckless. She admitted that Will is not and has never been gay. She made it clear that Will never cheated on her, that the relationship ended simply because she was unhappy, and that there was no way she could be paid off enough to say otherwise. Some fans thought that Cherie Zampino's response to Alexis Arquette's accusations seemed a bit extreme. While it's understandable that she might want to defend her ex-husband, some people wondered if her reaction might have been a sign that there was some truth to the accusations. So why is Jada Smith just releasing the list of her husband's boyfriends after these years, you ask? Well, it seems that Jada doesn't mind Will having a good time at parties, but she won't forgive his betrayal. she has made it clear that anyone he planned to sleep with shouldn't become his permanent partner. Many people think Jada is worried that Will might leave her for one of them. Nowadays, the world is more accepting of different kinds of love, as long as it's consensual and legal. When Will got too close to Dwayne during their vacation in Trinidad, Jada got scared. An insider witnessed them on one trip where Will wasn't wearing his wedding ring. They went to local hotspots and partied until 4 a.m. the next day. Will enjoyed a private boat cruise with the actor and dined with him. Insiders say Jada has always seen Dwayne as a threat to her marriage. According to them, the more time Will spent with his friend and away from his wife, the more he felt it was time to end their fake marriage and live freely. Jada, not wanting that, decided to cut off the relationship. Jada managed to isolate Dwayne afterward, and Will stopped going on vacations with him. Jada has always been possessive, not wanting to lose her status as the wife of an Oscar-winning actor. Recently, it has also come to light that Will joined Diddy's camp of flavors, and that was revealed by Jaguar Wright. For years, Diddy, like Will Smith, has been the subject of gay speculation, which is more confirmed by his flavor camp. Diddy's so-called Flavor Camp is a training program where young musicians were allegedly sent to learn from the music mogul, but the experience of the young artists that pass through the camp has been disturbing. Usher is one of them. He joined the camp at 14 years old, and according to him, he had wild experiences at the camp.
A chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it. And it was but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
So nobody tried. With Usher now having his kids, he was asked if he would ever send them to Puffy Flavor Camp. Hell no, Usher said.
You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy Camp?
Hell no.
See? Now, if none of his statements did confirm how terrible his time at Diddy's camp was, the intensity of his response depicts it. Back to the Smiths, Will's extravagant parties have been in the news for decades, with claims of sinister actions going on within them. People working at these events, like chefs, waiters, and DJs, sign non-disclosure agreements due to the unusual activities that happen behind closed doors. Meanwhile, some fans find it certainly peculiar that Jada would prefer her husband to attend and organize these parties rather than engage in an affair with a specific individual. They speculate that perhaps she's gathering information to use as leverage in the event of a relationship breakdown. Will, on the other hand, seems to try to conceal his true identity and stop rumors about his intimate relationships with men. He keeps a low profile and avoids participating in numerous red carpet events, which is understandable given the impact these rumors could have on his carefully curated image as a family man and all-around nice guy if they persist. A case similar to the Smith family's is Dwayne Wade's. Dwayne Wade, the former NBA star, has also faced a lot of speculation regarding his sexuality.
Gabrielle Union has transitioned Dwayne Wade into a full-blown sissy. Dwayne Wade has come out the closet. Dwayne Wade has transitioned to a tranny, to a sissy, to a girly. Dwayne Wade has been delivered. Dwayne Wade is probably the most dominant NBA player that was number 3 in NBA history.
This all began when an unconfirmed rumor hit Deadspin that Dwayne Wade's soon-to-be ex-wife Siobhan went haywire with a baseball bat on his MVP trophy. Unfortunately for Dwayne, that was the beginning of a series of nasty rumors. Richard von Houtman, the former business partner of Dwayne, took to the Palm Beach Post page 2 Live, making a series of disturbing claims concerning the latter's sexuality. He alleged that Dwayne had been involved in a number of sex and drug-related parties during his marriage, some of which involved young men invited by Dwayne himself. He also claimed that the apartment where the parties took place was often left in a state of filth and disarray. Von Houtman described used condoms on the floor of the bedrooms, obvious signs of sexual activities on all the beds, empty champagne and hard liquor bottles, nearly finished blunts, and half-eaten food rotting on tables and furniture. Even though commodities trader von Houtman was never invited, he claimed he was told several times that Wade attended most of the wild parties. Sometimes, Dwayne came with his girlfriend and actress Gabrielle Union, but he didn't stop at that. Von Houtman didn't hold back in revealing what lies beneath Dwayne Wade's perfect player persona, claiming that Wade and his friends are nothing more than a bunch of idiots. Fans are convinced by these statements, especially coming from someone who was in business with Wade. Some even speculate that Wade might be gay. pointing to evidence from his Instagram posts. After Wade posted images of himself with his wife, Gabrielle Union, and their daughter, many assumed he was acknowledging his sexual orientation. In one photo where Wade sits with crossed legs watching Union feed their daughter, some commenters noted his thigh tattoo and suggested it indicated homosexual leanings. Another picture showed Wade flaunting painted toenails and a gold anklet. These details have led some to believe that Wade may be giving clues about his sexuality, possibly confirming that he is gay.
All of this shit was going on, like all of these motherfuckers be doing all of this wild shit. They ain't doing as much, I guess, now because they're getting older. I guess it just moved over to the Wade house.
Energy transfers.
And I'm not saying that because of their trans daughter. I'm saying that because of the artist that I just spoke to not that long ago that got invited to a party at their house. Everything was cool up front, so they went to the back and there was a bunch of old fucking niggas and fucking young boys back there, all ass naked in the Wade house.
Dwayne has also publicly addressed his support for his gay son, Zaya, during an interview. He emphasized the importance of being a supportive parent and letting children know they can be themselves. This is her life every day. This is no game to us. We're all about protecting her heart. We're about protecting her joy, and to do that, we have to support her, he said.
First of all, me and my wife Gabrielle Union, we are proud. When I say proud, we are proud parents of a child in the LGBTQ+ community, and we're proud allies as well. And we take our roles and our responsibility as parents very seriously. So when our child comes home with a question, when our child comes home with an issue, when our child comes home with anything, it's our job as parents to listen to that, to give them the best information that we can, the best feedback that we can. And that doesn't change because sexuality is now involved in it. So once Zaya, our 12-year-old, came home, and first Zion, everybody, I don't know if everyone knows, originally named Zion born as a boy, came home and said, hey, so I want to talk to you guys. You know, I think going forward, I'm ready to live my truth. And I want to be referenced as she and her. I would love for you guys to call me Zaya. And so internally, now it's our job to, one, go out and get information, to reach out to every relationship that we have. My wife reached out to everybody on the cast of Pose.
While Will Smith isn't involved with Dwayne, the similarities between their cases are the speculations surrounding them about their sexuality and the fact that none of them address the rumor as a yes or a no. In the Smiths case, fans are worried that Jada knows a lot about Will and could leak proof of his secret to the world at any time. They believe that she would do so without hesitation, and that's concerning to some fans who worry that Will is trapped in an unhealthy relationship. Over to you, viewers. What's your take on this? Let's know in the comments section. Thanks for watching this video. Like and subscribe to this channel for more exciting updates about your favorite celeb.